Welcome back, Superstar. I'm here with Phil M. Jones, superstar speaker, author of the book Exactly What to Say, 1.4 million copies. He has trained over 2 million salespeople all across the world. We're going to talk about how to be better at sales and enjoy it as well. We're going to dive into some of the skill sets.
Coaches and consultants and trainers have to remember that you're actually selling the journey.
Yeah.
Not the destination. So
okay, wait. Back it up. Tell me let's dive into that.
Very easy to get people interested in the destination, right?
Yeah.
Their destination might be that they want to do what you were doing 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Their destination might be that they want to be a speaker. Let's just take that for example.
Okay.
I want to be a speaker. I want to be a speaker. I want to be a speaker. Why do they want the destination? They see the photographs. They see the the jet set lifestyle. They see the money, etc. So they want that. But the only way they're going to get there is if they love the journey.
Yeah, that's true.
And what you're often doing as a coach or a consultant is you're selling your secret sauce, your formula to get somebody to go on the journey.
Yeah.
And the difference is that you're selling a recipe book. Mm-hmm. You're not a restaurant.
That's right.
And I think that's often the difference in this space is to understand that you're looking for their commitment to be able to enjoy the journey of growth, not just be interested in the destination.
Right.
You want them committed in the destination and sold on your journey to get them there.
Well, and also checking for what we're creating here is a relationship of trust, right?
Correct.
And you want to lead people in the right direction, meaning if they want this outcome, but that journey is not a fit for them, for whatever reason that you can see, and you don't share that and you sell it to them anyway, it's a recipe for disaster.
Correct, because for example, you might know they don't have the bandwidth at this moment in time because of contrasting commitments, that they can't show up for the conversations, they can't follow through on the actions, they're not going to do their homework, they're not going to be able to move the needle on all the other steps they need to do to be able to get there. Yeah. You've got a duty of care almost to say, look, I don't think we're ready, I don't think this is a fit, I don't think my journey is the right journey.
Exactly, it's going to take work, it's going to take time. If for example, somebody can't squeeze in the 3 days for my experience between now and the next 6 or 8 months, like where are they going to squeeze in everything else that they've got to do?
That's it. And if they can't squeeze in the 3 days, and then they're definitely not going to find the time to be able to implement and execute on the action plan that comes from those 3 days. And that's what I see a lot in the personal development space. People think that showing up is the guarantee of the result. Hiring the coach is the guarantee of the result.
No,
And in any form of personal development offering is if you are selling the destination and then people don't get there and your response is, well, they didn't do the work. And you didn't qualify them to whether they were capable of doing the work.
That's it.
That's on you.
I agree. It's a risk reversal is what I call it. That you want to, I personally take on that I take that responsibility very seriously, and I recommend that you all do too.
Well, certainly a big part of it, right? You can't take all of that responsibility, but enough of it to say, hang on, we were checking that this was a fit before we took the money.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people. It's better for you to let someone go and not make an offer at all.
Yeah.
And there's going to be more trust built so that the day they are ready, you're going to be a person that they'll consider again.
And knowing that your commitment is with them for the journey, when we think about sales very differently, then we should all look to be able to move the finish line.
Yeah.
If we just take a simple analogy, if you owned a wedding dress shop, when do you think most people would celebrate the success of the transaction if you were selling wedding dresses?
I think most people, the moment the credit card is swiped.
Right, she says yes to the dress, you say cha-ching, today was a good day.
Yeah.
Now, the reality of it is the person buying the dress didn't care about how the dress performed on that day. I'm guessing there was a point in time in the future that they cared more.
Yes.
So if we're guessing when that time might be, where would it be? Like
on the wedding day, or the day after the wedding.
Well, it's definitely got to perform well on the wedding day, right? And I think actually, if you've got true empathy in this scenario, what you understand is there's a day that comes even later than that.
Okay.
And from the thousands of people I've asked this question that have worn wedding dresses, perhaps the most important day to them is when they see themselves in the dress.
Ah, the pictures.
Yeah. When crystallized in time, and it's like, dang, I look smoking hot, right? If you've got that, you're like, I made the right choice.
Yes.
It was worth it. It all made sense, whether I paid for it, whether it was hassle, whether it was effort, whether it was more than what I wanted.
Right.
You make the was this worth it question.
Yeah.
You find the answer for that when you see yourself in the photographs.
Beautiful.
And I think if we knew that, about our business, it would be the same as what a wedding dress retail business would do, right? Is if a wedding dress retail business really knew that, how would every conversation track change?
Yes.
How would every marketing play change? How would customer experience change if you knew that's what we were looking to be able to chase?
Indeed.
And in as crowded a market as we're in today, I'd encourage everybody that wants to get better at sales is to shift the finish line further down the tracks.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean that you get paid later. Please
No.
don't misinterpret what
No.
I'm saying. It's make a commitment towards the achieving of a promise that matters and feel strongly that you're chasing a well-aligned outcome that is the same for both parties.
I love it. So good, Phil. Thank you.
Pleasure.
All right, everybody, you're in for a treat. Phil has created an Audible original that you can get on Audible. You can either get it for free if you're a member, or you can buy it, and it's called How to Persuade and Get Paid. Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh man, this is probably the greatest piece of work I've done, and it's kind of hidden away. So I performed a one-man show off Broadway in New York, recorded by Audible, that puts the listener into a one-day sales training workshop. And it's the sales training program for everybody. It takes you through exactly where to start, all the steps that you need to be able to work through to understand how to sell with integrity, through to closing, through to overcoming indecision, and then how to build a brand on it. So it's like a 4-hour experience that puts you in the workshop with live interaction from other parties, and it is fantastic. And it really is me taking the one-day workshop that I used to do as live events back when I first started and crystallizing it in a way that is accessible to everybody. And,
Congratulations.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Closest I get to being like a real star.
Well, you have a lot of years left in you, so let's see about that. All right, everybody, make your way over to Audible and get How to Persuade and Get Paid.
Much of my work, people think that I focus on this whole area of exactly what to say.
Yeah.
What we don't give much time to is exactly what not to say. And the awareness of actually the regular usage of some of these very precise words is unintentionally sabotaging sales conversations everywhere.